Welcome to your theory lesson from Sherwood School on the subject of English phrasal verbs with the preposition out. My name is Steve and I will be introducing you to this subject. Phrasal verbs consist of a verb plus a particle. This can be of the form of a verb and an adverb, or a verb and preposition, or even a verb, an adverb and a preposition. The meaning of this combination is very different from the verb and the adverb or preposition alone. There are no rules that might explain how phrasal verbs are formed correctly. All you can do is look them up in a dictionary and study their meanings. In fact, many phrasal verbs are metaphorical, and if you understand the metaphors they use, it will be easier to understand and remember their meanings. Phrasal verbs are mainly used in spoken English and in formal texts. Many phrasal verbs are transitive, meaning that they take an object. Other phrasal verbs can stand alone. These are intransitive verbs. Some phrasal verbs are separable. The verb and the preposition can be separated, putting the object in the middle, while others are inseparable. The object must come at the end because the verb and the preposition must stay together. This can be of the form If we consider the separable verb, it would be correct to say, put on your coat. But it is equally correct to say, put your coat on. However, considering the inseparable verb, it would be correct to say, get on a bus. But it would be incorrect to say, get a bus on. We will now look at some phrasal verbs without, their meanings and examples. The preposition out is the opposite of in, and used to show movement away from the inside of a place or container. When somebody leaves a place. Be out. Be absent from a place. Your brother was out when I came by to see him. Book out. To leave a place. I'm in a hurry, so I have to book out right now. Drive out. Force someone or something to leave a place. Government forces have driven the rebels out of the Eastern District. Get out. Leave or escape from somewhere. Socialise away from home. We don't get out much, as we have a young baby. Get out of. Leave a car, van, etc. to avoid doing something that you do not want to do. If I can get out of going to the meeting tonight, I will. Go out. Leave a place. Socialise away from home. Go on strike. Are you going out tonight? Head out. To go out. We're heading out at 7, so don't be late. Let out. Allowed to leave or go out. Would you let the dog out, please? Log out. Exit a computer system. Don't log out your account yet. I want to check something. Move out. Leave a place you live or work in. He moved out when he was only 18. Nip out. To go somewhere quickly. She'll be back in a minute. She's just nipped out to the shops. Pile out. Multiple people leaving a place quickly in a disorganised way. People began piling out of the house. Pop out. Go out for a short time. He popped out for a quick coffee break. Pull out. Start moving. An example being a train. Move into traffic. Withdraw. The train pulls out at noon. Push out. Force someone to leave. I felt I was being pushed out of the job. Ship out. Send goods to a place, leave a place. The troops shipped out for the war zone. Slip out. Leave discreetly. The party was really dull, so we slipped out and went to the pub instead. Spill out. When large numbers of people leave a place at the same time. Express or display emotions openly. People were spilling out of the wine bar onto the street. Start out. Begin a journey or a career. My dad started out as a sales assistant in a shop. Stay out. To go home late or not go home at night. My mum won't let me stay out late. Steal out. Leave in a stealthy or quiet manner. Not wanting to attract attention, she stole out early. Step out. Leave a place for a very short time. I'm sorry, Karen's just stepped out for a minute. Storm out. Leave a place angrily. She got mad and stormed out. Walk out. Leave work because of a dispute with the management. Leave a place angrily or because you are not satisfied. To end your relationship with your husband, wife or partner. He walked out on his wife and 2 kids. Want out. Want to leave a relationship or arrangement. One of the partners wants out of the business. Second usage would be in the form of outside, i.e. not inside. Ask out. To invite someone for a date. He asked her out to dinner, but she had other plans. Cast out. To expel or reject. When I questioned their methods, they cast me out of the group. Count out. To exclude. Please count me out of the party next Saturday. I have other plans. Cut out. To exclude, or to cut a picture or similar from a magazine, etc. Non-members have been cut out of the circulation list. Dine out. Have dinner outside your home. We rarely dine out these days. Eat out. Eat in a restaurant. Let's eat out tonight. Freeze out. To shut out or exclude by unfriendly treatment. I felt I was being frozen out from the discussions. Keep out. Not allow someone to enter. The sign said danger. Keep out. Kick out. To expel. His wife kicked him out of the house. Mark out. Draw lines to enclose an area. He'd marked out a volleyball court on the beach with a stick. Show out. Take someone to the exit of a room or building. If you'd like to come this way, I'll show you out. Shut out. To exclude. Shut the dog out for a while. Consider a third usage. If information is out, it is said to become publicly known. Act out. Express an emotion in your behaviour. He acted out of self-defence. Come out. A secret is revealed and an item is published. When does their new album come out? Give out. To make public. Details of the accident were given out on the 9 o'clock news. Leak out. Become public knowledge, either intentionally or by accident. When the story leaked out, my telephone would not stop ringing. Give out. To distribute. He gave out copies of the report. Hand out. To distribute. The teacher handed out worksheets to the class. A fourth usage would be that it could be used for saying that a sound or voice is loud and clear. For example, bawl out. Scold, shout at someone, to speak angrily to someone because of something they have done wrong. My boss bawled me out for coming to work late. Blare out. A loud sound or music. Music blared out from the neighbour's party. Cry out. Shout because you are in pain or shock. It is enough to make most people cry out in horror. Let out. Make a sound. The children let out shouts of delight when they saw the cake. Read out. Read aloud rather than silently. He read the list of names out. Another usage would be in the form of to end or finish. For example, to block out. Stop light from entering or leaving. Try not to think about or feel something because it is upsetting or painful. The tree outside the window blocks out the sun. Close out. Bring something to an end. They closed out 2015 by winning 3 of their final 5 games. Die out. Become extinct or disappear. The tribe's traditional way of life is dying out. Drop out. Quit a course. He dropped out of school at 14. Dry out. Stop drinking or taking drugs when addicted. Dry something fully. Water the ground regularly to stop it from drying out. Give out. Stop working through the age or overuse. At the end of the race, his legs gave out and he collapsed on the ground. Go out. To stop burning or be extinguished. I'm sorry, I'll let the fire go out. Sign out. Close a computer program that requires a name and password. Please sign out at reception when you leave the office. Time out. End or close something because of a time limit. The server connection times out after 15 minutes. Another usage would be of the form with none of something left, i.e. to run out of. Have none left. We're about to run out of coffee and sugar. Sell out. Have no more of something left because it has been bought. They'd sold out of bread when I got there. Another usage would be in the form of fail. For example, to back out. Fail to keep an arrangement or promise. You agreed to come. You can't back out now. It could also be used for saying that someone is unconscious or is made unconscious. For example, black out. Fall unconscious. He had blacked out just before his car hit the tree. Knock out. Hit and make somebody unconscious. Or sell, distribute. It hit me and nearly knocked me out. Pass out. Faint, to lose consciousness. I don't remember any more because I passed out by then. Another usage would be in the form of a start. For example, to break out. Start a war or a conflict. War broke out in 1914. To bring out. To release or publish. She is bringing out an eagerly awaited solo album next month. To carry out. Perform a task. The hospital is carrying out tests to find out what's wrong with her. Another usage would be in the form of to remove. An example being to cross out. Put a line through some writing to show it is wrong. Just cross out the old address. Empty out. Empty something completely. Where can I empty this box of rubbish? To filter out. Remove something unwanted. Reed beds filter out much of the pollution. Fish out. Remove something from a bag, pocket, etc. She reached into her bag and fished out a pen. Iron out. Remove small problems or irregularities. They're meeting in Berlin to iron out the final details of the contract. Leave out. Not include. She feels left out because the other children don't play with her. Miss out. Not do something enjoyable or rewarding. Not to include. An important fact that had been missed out. Opt out. Choose not to be part of something. Since the opt out, the Academy has been responsible for its own budgeting. Root out. Look for and find. Find the source of a problem. I've rooted out an old pair of shoes that might fit you. Throw out. Get rid of, reject or expel. The crew threw out the rubbish. Weed out. Remove, get rid of. The first round of interviews only really serves to weed out the very weakest of applicants. Whip out. Remove quickly. The new assembly line can whip out 30 cases an hour. And finally, our 11th usage is in the form miscellaneous, others. For example, to burn out. Lose enthusiasm and energy to continue. Tom burned himself out in that boring job. Chill out. Relax. The students could chill out for a week after their exams had finished. Dig out. Find something you haven't used, seen, etc. for a long time. Mum dug out some old family pictures to show me. Figure out. Find the answer to a problem. Can you figure out this puzzle? Grow out of. Grow too large for clothes. Lose interest as you grow older or become more mature. He grew out of his suit. Hammer out. Negotiate and reach an agreement. The two parties finally hammer out the contract over the weekend. Hang out. Spend time socially. Is this where you guys hang out all of the time? Hear out. Listen to everything someone has to say. I'm serious about this. Hear me out, please. Let out. Make clothes bigger. I'm going to have this skirt let out. Lock out. Lock a place to stop somebody getting in. She locked him out of the house after an argument. Look out. Be careful. Look out, there's a car coming. Muscle out. Use power, contacts, etc. to force somebody out. Are you trying to muscle me out of my job? Nose out. Find out, discover, usually information, secrets, etc. He soon nosed out the details of the accident by talking to people and making some phone calls. Pig out. Eat a lot. We picked out and all the delicious cakes and pastries. Print out. Make a hard copy of a computer document. Could you print out a copy of that letter for me? Put out. Broadcast, extinguish a cigarette, fire, etc. The principal told them to put the cigarettes out. Rub out. Delete ink or pencil with an eraser. If you make a mistake, rub it out and rewrite the answer. Sniff out. Find something by smell, usually for dogs. Find out information, especially when people don't want anyone to know. The dog sniffed the intruder out and the police captured him. Spit out. Discharge something from the mouth. Say something angrily. He spat out an insult and marched out of the room. Talk out. Discuss a problem. I talked out the problem with a therapist. Veg out. Relax. Do nothing. I think I'll just veg out this weekend. Watch out. Be careful. Watch out, you're going to hit that car. Wear out. Use something until it stops working. The rear tyres had worn out. Work out. To end nicely, to find the answer or solution. Things always work out well. Write out. Write something completely. It only takes a minute to write out a prescription. So, we hope you have found this lesson useful. You can find a full script of the lesson on our website using the link shown on the screen. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and study with us at Sherwood School. Or you can request a course by completing the online form. Thank you and goodbye.